Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your mothers would practically build themselves.
Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to the Kit Hoarder Stash. Today I've got another kit that a friend of mine picked up at Deseret Industries for $5, and he's a great supporter of the channel. He finds these kind of things, lets me know, and takes a picture of them, and I'll let him know yay or nay. And this is a neat one. This is one that I haven't exactly built before. So let's take a look at it. This is the 70 Boss 302 by Revell. Now this is a 2004. Yeah, this is the 2004 release. So originally this came out as the Boss 429 body back in the early 80s. And it had a Boss 429 in it. It was really cool. I built several of them. Then I want to say in about 91 or 92, I could be wrong, it's real close to that time frame though, they came out with the Boss 302 version. And then 10 years later here, they've reboxed it for the 40th anniversary and re-released it. And since then, I think it's been released one more time. So when they released this, the 302 version, in the 90s, they upgraded the engine to a 302 and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to take a look at it today. It's got 90 plus pieces. It's got the rear spoiler and rear window louvers, which, is going to be real exciting for me. And a couple of different options on the engine there. So the, the body is crisp and clean and just beautiful. So if you've ever built that Boss 429 kit, much of this is going to be the same. Here's your color callouts, a little history on the Boss 302. Here's building the engine. And then it gives you the cross boss that you can put on it. Or you've got an on-all-light inline carburetor here. So you've got like 3 different versions of intakes that you can put on this. That is pretty neat. Interior is very simple. You got your armrests, your shifter, your dashboard, and your steering wheel. And I like how simple it is because you got plenty of painting just to, paint this thing up and make it look good. Putting your glass in, putting your interior in. I like how they've used the frame as a tree for the support under the hood. Then you've got, the only part about this that I just really didn't care for was the rear end. The rear end and rear suspension is all just one piece. Which, I mean, it's okay because you don't really hold it up and look at it and whatnot. It does work out fine, but it just, it's never my favorite. Then your exhaust and your shock absorbers. Radiator and your oil cooler and the battery, which isn't the best battery, but still, I mean, you've got an engine compartment which is pretty accurate and nice, so that is all really good. Putting your air cleaner radiator on, putting your tail lights in, and then your front end, putting it on, the louvers, the wing, all that kind of fun stuff. Putting the mirrors on, you've got a choice, or the mirrors, yeah, putting the mirrors on. You got a choice, you can put a custom hood scoop on it, which, of all the hood scoops they could give you, this one's just bleh. But anyway, and then here's your Boss 302 stripes, your locations of where you can put those. And it comes with both white and black stripes. It doesn't come with the instrument cluster, which kind of sucks. I wish it did, because that's a little bit of challenge to paint. But anyway, there's your stripes in both black and white. Nice thing about this, you could build a nice, just a regular plain Jane Mustang fastback, which would be kind of neat to do. They did come out with a Mach 1, and I can't remember if that was a 69 or 70 that they had come out with, and that is a beautiful kit as well, but it has all the Mach 1 stuff where this does not. So you're not going to be building a Mach 1 out of this. The chrome, of course, this is, for those of you who've built the 429 kit, this is all the same chrome except the valve covers, which look very, very good. Yeah, those are beautiful. Wow. This will make a nice Boss 302. There's your tail lights. This kit appears to be complete because it's still in the bag, although the bag has been opened. So let's see what may or may not be missing. You got 4 nice big fat generic tires. These are nice. You got the 2 halves to the 302, the Boss 302 engine, and the 4-speed top loader transmission. Oh yes, those beautiful rear window louvers. The distributor on this is actually really nice. The heads for the 302. The interior pan looks great. This is interesting. Okay, so here's some of your 302 only parts. Your inline carburetor, your cross boss, and then just a nice, beautiful standard Holley carburetor that's 2-piece. That's really good. But look at this. You've got a power steering unit that looks correct. I've seen enough of these Mustang power steering units. Yes, that looks very good. Same with the alternator. They look very good. And then the correct stock exhaust for this, along with that funky custom hood scoop. Ooh. Wow, this is kind of nice. So here we have another fan belts and power steering pump, and that'll be awesome to have an extra set for another engine. Shocks, radiator, front of your engine, intake manifold. So it looks like this sprue right here was an add-on, obviously, and the on the inside it's kind of embossed out, or not embossed, but it's I don't know. And they made it so that you can cut it out for that funky hood scoop if you want to put that on. But a nice stock looking hood, that's really nice. Here's the differential, and the differential isn't bad. The rear suspension isn't bad. You know, I see a little flash on the runners, but absolutely none on the parts. The parts all look very crisp and clean and nice. For an older Revell kit, you know, from the early 80s, they really did engineer this well. It really does look great as far as I'm concerned. Here's your spoilers, your rear end panel, your frame, your front suspension pretty much already molded in. And I don't mind that either, because I'm not going to be playing with the tires and moving them around and whatnot. For those of you who like to pose the tires at different angles, this kit's going to be a problem for you. But for me, I just like tires straight. Looks good to me. So yeah, I like that. And that's it. I mean, very simple, straightforward. This thing is So I've built their Mach 1 version. I've built the Boss 302 that came out in, well, I guess either I think it must have been the later version than 2004. So I have built most of this kit before. The body I've built several times, and I can tell you this thing goes together well. It fits well. It's a beautiful, beautiful addition to anybody's Mustang collection. And I was fortunate enough to be able to pick this up at a very good price. So anyway, there we go today. Thanks for joining us. We will see you again next week on The Stash.